All right, hey guys, just wanted to show you more on this Ferrari F430 project. So we wanted to show you, so this is a standard install. So what we consider a standard install is we make custom shims and mount laser heads to the bumper. So as you can see, you can see the heads, and they're on a black car. They're not horrible because they're black and they kind of blend in. As you walk back, they look like they belong, right? But on a car like this, we wanted to show you what it looks like when we make our acrylic housings. So this is our acrylic housings, which are a special IR acrylic so that the lasers will still travel through it as far as receiving and transmitting. And then we want to show you what they look like once they're on. So what it is, so this one slides on there. See, with an acrylic housing. And then this is what it looks like without. So it doesn't look bad without it, but it obviously looks much more like it could have came with the car. So we follow the lines of the car. This line here actually follows that line, and so this way it kind of blends in and it looks like it could have came with the vehicle from the factory. And then again, that's what it looks like without it, and then that's with it right there. So also in this vehicle we added a backup camera. So this is one of our license plate frame cameras. It's an ultra slim. So the nice thing about it is the frame isn't much thicker than a standard frame. But what we like about it is this camera is still adjustable. There's actually 2 set screws here. You loosen the set screws and it allows you to either do the camera rearward facing, almost like a rear view mirror. So if you want it more to be able to see directly behind you, or you can tilt it slightly down so that you can catch the edge of the bumper so that you know how close you are to the actual vehicle behind you. But the other nice thing is in a typical camera, you have to drill a hole or mount it or punch a hole here. And on such a beautiful car, you don't want to do this. So that this allows you to add a backup camera, but still not take away anything from the vehicle itself. So same thing, so we want to show you. So on the front of this Ferrari, we actually have 3 heads, right? So we have a left, a right, and a center. So as you can see, this is the center. Again, same thing, it's on a custom bracket so that it's, perfectly straight and you get the best defense out of it. But it's just kind of floating there. So what we do is, we fabricate these acrylic housings, and this particular one has a stainless steel set screw. So what you do, oh, there it is. So you just put it on like that and then tighten the set screw, and now same thing. So we're following the lines of the car. So this shape is actually this shape upside down. So it kind of follows the lines of the car, and it looks like it looks like it's part of the vehicle. So this is one of the outer sensors. So same thing, there's shims in order to get it to be perfectly level and then straight. Same thing, it's just kind of sitting there. So what we did is we actually fabricated this acrylic housing, and so what that does is it slides over, and there's an Allen screw also that bolts in the bottom and just bolts it in place. So now same thing, it kind of follows the car and looks like it could have came with the vehicle from the factory. So on the cluster, we're actually adding the display into the tack in the center there. So if you can see, that's a transparent acrylic, and the display is actually behind it. So when it's off, it looks like it's not there. So this is actually how it started out. This is the template that we made, which is actually physically in there. And then we had to machine it. It's actually, we'll show some overlay pictures. This is another blank, but we had to machine quite a bit to get it to fit and also still clear the needle. The nice thing is that it'll be right in the center of the car, right in the middle of the cluster, so it'll be real easy to see. We're actually making new buttons. So the buttons will live inside of the center console. So we laser this, glue it all together, put the buttons in, solder in all the wires, and actually make a connector so that we can easily connect and disconnect the unit. So on this F430, we did one of our custom Radenso modifications. We actually put the display in the cluster itself. So it's in the tack of the vehicle, but the nice thing is it's literally dead center and in the tack. The client didn't mind that we were covering a little bit of the 7, He preferred that versus having a display or having something else in the vehicle. Also, the nice thing is the same thing. Obviously, when you're driving, you're literally looking dead straight, so it's in the display. So when I turn it on, give it a second, you'll actually see it say Radenso. Radenso RCM. Okay. So we also, on this particular vehicle, we added an LED light. So what that does is every time that you get an attack, the light actually shines in the cluster to let you know that you've been hit or that something happening, because this car is so loud you may not hear the speakers. So the LED is a visual alert to let you know that something's going on, that you're receiving a threat. The last part about the Radenso is we needed somewhere to put the buttons. So what we did is we fabricated this acrylic housing as well, and that's the 5 buttons that it would normally be on the display of the Radenso. So here's volume up, volume down, you have your brightness,
dark, full dark, bright,
and then your power, and so everything's nice hidden. It's in this pocket here. So we're actually only taking up about a ½ an inch of the pocket at the very top. Same thing, the wires run through the inside, so there's no wires on this pod. Looks like it came with the vehicle. If you're interested in this or any of our other services for your Ferrari or any car, please give us a text at 773-489-7469. Thanks a lot for watching.